Hey everyone, happy Monday. It's week 2 already, and this week is pretty wide open to create a lot of space for you guys to focus primarily on funneling all of that energy you poured into those initial bios and the discussion board into pitches, which is really the brainstorming space for what are you being asked or encouraged to write as members of this freelancers team, and what do you want to do with that? What do you want to bring to our meeting table? I won't go on and on about that because I really feel like I've already given you enough length in videos and reading content to mull over, and the actual clarity I think is going to come from you guys just drafting out some ideas, maybe even feeling like you're not quite sure if it's on the money, and then sharing it and hashing it out in that discussion space. But reach out to me if you have any questions. That's the other reason why I set up the calendar this way. Why there's from today until Thursday for you to submit those pitches, because I know from past experiences that a lot of people prefer to run that idea by the editor, me, or maybe by a friend or someone before the pressure of the deadline comes up. You're welcome to submit early, and that would be wonderful. Just know that what you want to do, I just want to emphasize it in this video, is actually go into your original discussion post. At the top of the discussion, you can search for your name. There's a little search bar before the reply bar. So there's the instructions, and then search, and then reply. And you can search for your name and find your original post more quickly than scrolling and searching. And then in the upper right-hand corner of your post, there should be 3 dots, and you can edit, and that's where you'll just add in your pitches. And then there aren't any replies that are due technically until this Sunday. And that's where you will reply to both each other's bios, just as a way to build community, get to know each other, and create a space and a team environment that we all would like to be in, participate in, thrive in. And then very specifically to reply to each other's pitches in a productive manner to facilitate decision making and also growth of those ideas. So don't miss those different elements of the replies that are due Sunday. And I did make it wide open, so if you want to reply early to the bios, you can, and then just follow up with the pitch replies, you can do that too. Whatever fits with your guys' schedule and workflow personally. Just a quick heads up about the calendar. If you're looking ahead in Canvas, you'll see that I have editorial meetings planned for next week. And I'm nearly certain that next Monday is a day off. Yeah. So I won't be in the office, and I'm just going to adjust that. But I'll make an announcement about that next week. I just want to give you a heads up that I have to change something. And then a little info on what I will be working on here in my office this week. So I went through the composition advising survey, and I just identified anything that seemed like it needed some attention, some communication, and I emailed you guys. Be checking those emails, and if you didn't get it, if it didn't come into your bubble, your sphere, then you might want to check your Canvas settings. I think if you just go into Canvas and you go to the top icon on the left, sometimes it's your picture. If not, it's like a little gray human picture that you can go to settings and then modify where your emails get sent, how often they get sent to you. So if you don't want to check in the Canvas inbox, you can send it to an email that you'd like and different things like that. But email is, in an online course, the primary way in which I will correspond with you guys to make sure that we're all on the same page. So that now would be a good time to just make sure you have that the way that you like it, the way you want it to be. And then I will take some time to read through your bio content and try to just absorb and get to know you guys. It's so much harder in an online space. When you're in person, you can learn each other's names and kind of remember where people sit and lock it all in. It takes me just a little bit longer online, but I hope that that I can set an example of responding to you guys and acknowledging your presence in the space. So be on the lookout for that coming soon. I stalled because I'm not sure if I'm going to reply in the discussion board or leave you guys an audio comment. I haven't decided yet, but I have some things to set up too. Like I'm going to set up some rubrics and things that just kind of manages your project or your progress in Canvas. So you might see some action there as well. For instance, on this discussion board, there are going to be 7 different things. You're going to post your bio. You're going to post 2 to 3 pitches. You're going to do 2 replies. Maybe I counted a little bit incorrectly there, but I'll double check that. And anyway, it will say, 1 out of 7 tasks completed, or 2 out of 7, or 3 out of 7. And if anything's missing, it'll just get knocked way down to an alert status. And I'll still be tracking that you did the other things, but it's just a way to create effective communication and kind of sound the alarm like, hey, you're missing something. Are we on the same page? Do you see that you're missing something? Are you cool with that? I'm cool with it if you're cool with it. And I'll be experimenting with that in these first 2 weeks, so you'll get kind of a sense for how I'm going to create that communication in our course. I don't want to get too specific with that because I'm sure that some of this is, it's going to make more sense when you guys are actually looking at it. All right. Harness that creative energy, really do some self-reflecting. I'm hoping to see, and I'll just emphasize 2 things here, fresh, outside of the box, unique, left field kind of ideas this week. Because in this information era, we're so bombarded with the same old stuff over and over and over. And again, and I say this in other places, if you've got some sort of passion for the same old stuff, but in a way that it's never been presented before, then try to sell us on that. But really, it is a matter of selling at this point, just to keep our engagement up, all of us, not just me, not just you, but each other, the community. We're trying to keep each other afresh. And then the other thing is keep it narrow. That's really hard, and it's not a requirement, it's an aim. It's something that we're going to practice and learn together. But whatever you write down, try to make it smaller, and then smaller and smaller. And if anything, even if you don't keep it small, trying to make it small will give you the small points that then you can build out from. But be able to zoom in and zoom out. It's really a helpful way to be planning. And that's all. You guys can find me online, Lamir at lowercolumbia.edu if you need me for anything. And I look forward to a great week together and getting to know you some more.